All right then. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Click the Thing here on Monday Madness. We should be in the room at the moment to play Discworld, but again, another injury in the warm up. Unfortunately, it's me that's letting the team down this time. But myself and Burkbot are here to kick off our playthrough of Discworld. And Burkbot,
Kicking off for
mm-hmm,
Click That Thing.
yes,
Discworld.
we do. And look at that, a floating turtle. What could possibly go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Of
Nothing at
course, if you
all.
are familiar with Terry Pratchett, this will become second nature to you. But if not, this is all new.
In a second-hand set of dimensions.
Okay, so we got someone's voice there. I believe it is someone famous.
Yes, it's Rob Brydon who does half the
In
cast.
an astral plane.
Okay.
To fly.
Multi-talented.
Very much so. No, literally, this is like Rob Brydon's greatest hits. He does all of his impressions in this.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm excited to give this a go since I really enjoyed the Broken Sword. And of course Monkey Island, that kind of click and play adventure. So
yes,
here this is one of the best ones up there with Broken Sword.
I don't know if it's in the top echelon, but it's certainly it's an underrated one because this is actually technically abandonware. This is a free game.
Oh!
Yeah, the powers that be in Psygnosis have given up on cashing in on this adventure, despite the fact that it has an all-star cast and they would have presumably spent money booking the likes of Eric Idle to voice the game. But yeah, you can play. This is abandonware. You can play this on DocSbox at your leisure.
Very good. I did not know that. But also, look at these sweet animation.
These are quite good for the time, in fairness.
Oh, yeah.
This would have been just when the floppy disk stuff was out of fashion. So this is the CD version, where everything got switched over from a floppy disk. And the added bonus for when it's on CD was the voice acting, which obviously now we have full beans with an all-star cast of 5 people. 5 people who do about 100 characters between them.
Yeah.
So they definitely get their fucking money's worth, for sure.
This is actually quite similar to the Monkey Island town, just in terms of animation and kind of...
Yeah, a little bit cartoonish, I'd say, isn't it?
I'll see you again next
But let's make no mistake here. This is a very British game. Very, very British humour as well.
Okay.
You'll also have to forgive the occasional glitch here, because like I said, this is a ROM, so some things did not survive the import, so...
Fair enough. Oh no. Getting sick.
I mean, it wouldn't be a British town if there wasn't an old drunk getting sick at the sight of it.
Aye, what's where you going?
And that's the first lines of Tony Robinson of Time Team fame.
I do like the glitch.
It shows you how drunk he is, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And hilarious enough, that's Rob Brydon doing an impression of Death.
Ah. And he's doing this man in the box for you.
Yeah. He had the echo himself.
Yeah. That's not sound effects, that's pure Rob Brydon.
That's pure Rob Brydon, man. I'm telling you.
Just bugger off.
Now, unfortunately, this was the quirk of the games at the time where you had to load every line of audio individually. So that's why there's probably these kind of pregnant breaks in between. We had the same problem when we were playing Shadow of the Comets for Call of Cthulhu. But thankfully, once you are in control, you can click through and skip it at your own risk. Because sometimes the programming can fuck it up.
Yeah, that's fair. I do a bit of animation coding with like, young people, and that is a very regular thing.
Occurrence.
I set them as a challenge.
Yes.
Off you go. Try and figure out how to not do this. So it'd be nice to show them some kind of examples of that, of where this was an issue back in the day. Old school game.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't say this is cutting edge, but this is them trying to push the envelope in terms of what the tech can do. In the same way that Gabriel Knight, even though it's having voice acting, is that because it causes so much more space on the disc.
Would you mind putting your hands up? Why? What's happening?
So you have a conversation here between drunk Tony Robinson and Rob Brydon doing a Michael Caine impression.
Hands up. And you put your hands up. What did you say? It's traditional, a well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You being the victim.
So you can see this is
and
very
me
Pratchett
being
humor
the
as well, where they
mugger.
put up the joke rather than
Now,
just fucking
please
saying it.
Put your hands up.
So if you're not a Pratchett fan,
that's
then you might want to skip this
what's
playthrough because
I
this
haven't
is
got all night,
quite
you know.
concentrated Pratchett humor,
Just do
Yeah,
it, all right.
I was gonna say that.
and that also plays into
Okay.
the solutions to most of the puzzles as
So
well,
what
because a lot of them are moon logic,
Pratchett
and we'll just have to get used to
A
that.
man can't
Oh,
even
God.
have a
Yes.
quiet drink in
Not Sierra
peace.
Moon logic, actual moon logic. So,
Okay.
but then again, what do you expect of a world that's situated in the back of a turtle held up by elephants?
No, that wasn't too hard, was it? Now, if you just...
I was wondering that's his leg animation. Oh shit!
Oh, bugger.
Indeed.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Now does this fly have anything to do with it?
He's literally it's just a narrative thing to get us in the mood. Tell us
Okay.
what's been going on. Yeah.
The whole of the
I feel like he's the culprit. I'm gonna put that, nail that in early.
of the works.
It's all down to the fly. Fucking
Yeah,
Jeff
everyone-
Goldblum buzzing around everywhere.
Exactly.
Also, the narrator is Rob Brydon doing his David Attenborough impression. You will get used to that. You will hear that quite a bit.
Now,
Okay, cool.
listen carefully.
The wizard is Rob Brydon acting like a smug prick.
These rumors of a
So acting like
dragon.
himself.
Yes.
But sir, dragons don't exist.
In fact, he's talking to himself
Not unless
here, which
people
is
believe in
pretty
them.
impressive.
Quite. Nevertheless, with all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must seek out this dragon and
Okay, so-
destroy it.
We're getting a bit of plot here that there's some
Yeah.
sort of dragon. Maybe that's that fire-breathing person in the alleyway.
Up to
Yes.
me. As for the who,
Well, like I said, that what we saw there was the cult that was summoning the dragon to begin with into the town, the city of Ankh-Morpork. And
why don't you go and fetch?
unfortunately, the old drunk and Michael Caine were the two victims of the dragon. So now we get introduced to our main character, who has now been tasked to
Right.
deal with the dragon menace.
The fly's the main character, right?
The Fly is not the main character. If anything, the Fly is quite literally us going like is the audience an audience proxy.
Okay. Okay, it's nice that they've done those like this.
Yeah. So you'd be happy to know this is all Act 1. I haven't proceeded into the second phase at all until we
Okay.
sit down and play. So there's a few. There's probably a few things you can notice there straight off the bat.
Yeah, so we've got a sleeping chest.
Yep, that's luggage.
Rincewind, wake up.
We've got a cobweb. Is that fly caught in the cobweb? Oh no.
Yes.
The Archjudge
Yes,
wants
it
to
is.
see you.
Sort of dragon out on outside.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the fly got free.
Hey. The Fly is now the pointer.
Ah,
How's that for your first
he's
plot
the
twist?
main character.
It is the main character. Here you go.
Don't stare. I'm rather shy.
And there's Eric Idle.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This sodding thing hasn't got a doorknob. A snoring chest? That's novel. Well, I'll soon fix
Okay.
that.
Isn't it so weird just to hear these voices in a video game?
Yeah,
I really must do some heavy research into this bed. 8 or 9.
Considering
solid
the era
hours,
we're
I
recording this, I agree.
Unseen University. Thermaturgy 101. Failed.
So we've already established that Rincewind is one of the shit wizards that the narrator was implying at the start of this spiel.
Yeah,
I've
okay.
got a really pointy hat. That's a start.
And a shape.
Yes, a mysterious shape, a sinister shape. A shape fraught with shapeless. It must be a plot element. Otherwise, there'd be a better label.
You will also get used to all the fourth wall breaks, because
Yeah, that's good. I always do love a fourth wall break.
Yeah.
When it's done well.
done well, exactly.
See, I'm not a wizard for nothing, you know. Aha! See?
So this seems like a good time to explain how this game works, right? It's always point and click.
Aha!
It's all very much mouse based. So right click is how to look at things, and then typically it's double click to interact with something.
Okay.
Now, luggage will come in handy shortly, before we do this preamble, but basically Rincewind can only hold a certain number of items, essentially. He was as a joke. There's going to be a recurring joke of him wearing a dress, and as we all know, Burt Bot's dresses don't have pockets.
Was never a strong point of the university.
So he's only able to typically carry 2, maybe even just 1 item at a time.
Okay.
So this is where luggage comes in handy.
Sorry, I'm all lost now.
So luggage minds and stuff, but then say if you're in situations where you're going to be separated, you need to be holding the right item.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Rincewind, sir.
Rincewind, quiet. Come in. We need to talk. That is, I need to talk, and you listen.
As you can tell, the guys here at Unseen University don't really care for this
you've
dragon
been hearing all
threat
sorts
going
of
by
rumors about this
who they're
dragon
employing
that
to
supposedly
look into
is
it.
terrorizing the town.
Dragon? As in the classic fire-breathing, city-toasting...
Shut up! Yes, pretty much. Scaly, vein, like shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the Unseen University is properly represented in the attempt to dispose
So do we want to look like we're doing stuff, but we don't actually want to do the stuff.
Simply
Exactly.
save the wretched thing without
Okay.
our help. The people will begin to ask just what wizards are for.
So if anything, what
wizards for?
Gerard Chance is trying to do here, he's trying to protect
Wizards
the image
are
of the
firmly
wizards.
behind big
Yeah.
dinners. And if you want to keep on eating yours,
So
you'll
they can
go
keep
and
their
see
sweet,
about
sweet
this
funding.
dragon.
I
Exactly.
imagine.
Surely, sir, dragons don't logically...
So we're trying to say here that the Unseen University is essentially eaten.
Dragons exist if you believe in them. And the average man in the street does believe in them. Or at least believes in them enough to give us big rewards if they think we've gotten rid of the thing. Do you follow me?
So this is essentially explaining why Rincewind is being deployed, because the wizards don't really care or believe there's a dragon in town. So let's give it to one of the scapegoats, and then when once he thinks he's done the job, they'll nod and agree, get the money, and move on with their lives.
Okay.
Concise compendium of Dragon's Lair.
I can see plot developing.
Oh, very much so.
Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down. You still here, standing around like something unhygienic? Do it now!
So this is essentially our first puzzle, is to get a book from the library.
Okay.
As far as leaders go, the only reason I'd follow him into battle is out of curiosity.
As I say, some of the one-liners here can be very
You're
funny.
still here.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the kind of...
unhygienic.
I know the pacing is a bit glitchy, but no, I'm enjoying the actual content of it.
Golden thingamies. It must be good to be the Arch-Chancellor.
I can't even remember what year this would have came out in, but this is a very old game. That's my question. 1995.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
quite old.
I'm presuming it's like double click to follow the pointer.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ooh, magic.
Hmm. You remember that he failed his magic class.
Yeah. Wand of a left foot though.
Right.
He
More of the filling.
probably put some swaz in that, didn't he? So you see there, that's Rincewind's inventory. He literally only has space for 2.
Right, okay.
So like you could make a point that you need to have his money pouch with him all the time. So really, you only have space for 1 other item.
Fair enough. Do we know how much is in it? Is this going to be a finite amount that we're going to have to bargain out with, or is there always going to be enough?
I think there's always going to be enough, as far as I know. He's not exactly a wealthy man, Rincewind, but I think he has enough to get by in terms of the game. I could be wrong, because it's been a while since I played this, but yeah, I think he has enough anyway to do for whatever needs and wants he may require.
Oh. Good broom.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, looks like a witch transportation device. One of the older models, I presume.
Yeah, the thing with those brooms is the emissions are just all over the shop.
Yeah, the carbon tax on them now.
Let's see. Smooth, irregular, smells of paraffin. I wonder what it could be. That doesn't work.
So, unfortunately, Rincewind doesn't know any fire spells, so that clearly paraffin oil lamp is going to have to stay where it is.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, we're going to have to whack something up and slip and slide.
Not yet, anyway. Like it's kind of like Brocator in the sense it's all one hub city. So you're not really going anywhere else outside of maybe outside the world for a bit. So you do come back to these locations quite a bit. But as I learned at a later stage in the game, they do a little cheeky little thing to expand the world. So we shall deal with that whenever we do play.
Yeah, when we actually get to do this in person. Oh shit!
Yeah, he's got legs. The luggage has got legs.
Aww. Cute.
Very cute.
Why can't I just
As
have
you see,
an
the animation
inventory
is
window like anybody else?
top notch.
Yeah.
He's a bit,
Fruit with its own wrapper.
and he comes with a free banana, which is nice.
Probably the best fruit. Controversial, I know.
No. So yes, luggage pretty much just follows you wherever you go,
Okay.
unless it's to a place or a position that it can't follow you. So again, that comes into play with certain puzzles that may be in precarious positions. You have to be tooled up before you go anywhere.
Okay. Makes sense. Oh shit.
Now here's a library.
Let's not press this curiosity thing too far then, shall we?
Like the flowers in Mario.
Yeah. Little piranha books.
Actually,
Really suck you in, you know?
on close examination, this would seem to be some sort of subtropical arboreal ape.
Aha! Here's the narrator.
A magical accident in the library turned the librarian into an orangutan. He has since resisted all efforts to turn him back, much preferring the handy long arms, the prehensile toes, and the right to scratch himself in public.
Considering he gets to still keep his job, that's actually a win-win.
Oh, the free banana might come in handy here.
It will.
Actually,
He has since...
Okay, so here's our toolkit of
hello?
Words.
action.
Egat, you're not in charge here, are you?
So, the conversation interface is a bit unusual, so I'll try and
Well, that
explain it as
explains
best I
the
can.
filing system.
But basically,
I don't know if you're quite the person I want to see. Yeah, well, it's hard to explain.
the smile is kind of like your icebreaker of sorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then essentially like the other kind of like symbols are different kind of like emotions or talking points.
Okay. So like, if you have an item, can you show them an item?
This
Like,
is wonderful. I never knew I could speak.
is that an
Yeah.
option? Okay.
Mostly, yeah. I mean, like it's not like most games where like you can have
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
unlimited kind of options of conversation topics.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium?
So yes, I actually have it here. So the smile icon is greetings. Then you have the question mark is obviously a question. So that's what the ones that actually advance the plots.
I see.
Then you got the one that kind of looks a bit like a jester is it's supposed to be a sarcastic remark. And then anything that has like a kind of thundercloud is supposed to be you expressing anger or frustration.
Okay.
And then everything else in between then are actual important parts. Sometimes you might just get like an icon that looks like a dragon, and that's obviously you asking them, have you seen a dragon? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then everything else is are obviously just relevant to the character. So it's slightly different to what we're normally used to, but essentially like most of them kind of just follow the same thread of conversation. It's just that it's almost like whatever order you pick it in, basically.
Yes, I've given up. No, not
Okay, so I couldn't do what I normally do with my Monkey Island and ask the same question over and over and over again.
You will get repetitive dialogue, I'm afraid. Yes, these are all one and dones.
Okay.
Yeah.
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Well, being bonked in the head twice? Yeah, I think so, Rince.
I always wanted to be able to eat a banana like that. Never been able to.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called...
I don't think I choose to believe it doesn't actually work that way. Because that would be a squishy mess in your hand, and you don't want that, really. Or maybe you do, I don't know. I don't judge. But the whole... There you go.
Oh.
And just don't ignore the flasher that's stalking the library there.
Yeah.
Yes, that's our book for Dragon Lairs.
Okay.
Our first proper puzzle solved. Give a banana to a monkey.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like this is easing us into it.
Very much so. Don't worry, you do get let loose upon the town now shortly. So, the way I did is because obviously you're not in the room for this, so I can't exactly jump into your brain and assume what you're going to do. So I did somewhat progress and then a lot of exploring and checking out locations. So you'll have a nice primer for when we actually play along. Then, you know.
Excellent. Good lad, Breakwind. Ah, we now have the formula to construct Reclamento's never-failing Dragon's Lair revealer. With the device in our hands, we'll be able to track the creature and trap it like a wildebeest.
You mean like a rat, sir?
Really? Well, could be. That'd be easier, certainly. You've got a good firm grasp of facts. I like that in a wizard.
Okay, so this is our next part, is to gather equipment.
Pretty much. And I think the whole bulk of Act 1 is to gather the 5 items we need to get the dragon to make the Dragon's Lair revealer.
When we review your grant next year. We may only halve it, for example.
Much like Gumshoe and Ace Attorney, Rincewind is always getting his wages docked for no reason.
Sir,
Yeah.
I've ever told you of my ambition to be a yak.
It can be arranged, Rincewind. Just ask the librarian.
Again, he's also clearly only half listening
Now,
to us.
move on. We need a staff of tumultuous.
Right, here's your 5 items. We need a magic staff,
a spiral of never-failing induction,
a magic spring,
a miniature creature of excitable chitter,
an imp,
and a container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
Tin can.
yes,
Oh,
Oh my god.
Well, a sample of breath from the subject in question is necessary.
Okay.
Dragon's breath?
So that paraffin wax might need to be lit?
Yes. Any problems with that?
No, this is actual dragon's breath we need.
Okay.
No?
Yeah.
Good. Well, don't just stand there.
So to be able to find the thing, you must also have the thing found already.
Essentially, yeah. But like I said, we haven't. We see if the dragon hypothetically is
Featherwinkles detect dragons from a comfortable
is attacking the town, you might be able to capture some dragon breath from there.
Right,
And then,
yeah.
if you have all the elements, you can see where the lair is, and then destroy the lair. That's the logic there.
No time for
I bet you the
idle
dragon's
chatter.
actually a night
sorry.
character and it's completely misunderstood.
Well, we find that out then when we confront the dragon eventually.
Because it's not like we're going out on a, we're going to save it. We're going to save face.
Yes, which is clearly the same thing. I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Yes.